I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk.
It's been kind of an interesting week. It's been an up and down kind of week. We've had, so my dogs have anxiety. They have issues. They are just above themselves. One loves people. One hates people. One loves other dogs. One hates other dogs. I don't know what's going on there, but we had to take them to the vet. And the vet is always a arduous task with them. One, they hate traveling in the car. And the problem is that our local... What's that?
Don't all dogs? Well, I guess not all dogs. Because you see those dogs driving down the road.
Sticking their head out the window and stuff like that. I don't know why I've never had a dog that's been that excited.
I've got two Chihuahuas. I'd be afraid to even crack the window because I think they would just jump out.
You think they would chase something out the window?
They'd be like, boom, and they're gone. Like, oh, we just lost our dogs.
Oh, there they go. Well, you get two new ones.
They've just splatted on the highway because they were stupid and jumped out the window. Anyway, took your dog to the vet. Sorry.
Got them to the vet. No problem. And so we're tracking them there. And the problem is that we have local vets, right? We have vets that are a lot closer. The vets that we have to go to because the other vets have been kind of eliminated from contention. One of them was because of the issues we had with Phil. Phil Moore had an issue at the vet when he was getting snipped.
Oh, okay.
So they basically treated him like he was I guess a troubled dog. Like he was very aggressive.
Oh, vicious.
And
so
I think it was because
the muzzle.
Yeah, and that would have been fine if that was the only thing they did. But they trapped him in a cage, and he was claustrophobic. So that made him, hate.
And
people.
he's a good sized dog. Right?
He's 100. He's 90. Well, he weighed him, so it was 92 pounds, and Nala's 108. So they're big dogs.
Mine are 14 and 6 pounds. So that's a good sized dog.
Yeah, you can palm yours.
Right.
Mine are a little more, have to deal with. But they are, of course, terrified. As soon as we get there, they're whining. They don't act well. We had to keep them outside. We couldn't bring them inside because they couldn't be interactive with other animals. We didn't know what they would do. And then we finally get taken into the area, and it was probably better that they did this, but Phil had an issue and normally does better when he goes into the back and they give him his shots.
Oh, okay.
But he had 4 shots to get.
Ooh.
So it was a lot of sticking. Ooh. And so they took him back and
you guys don't get to go back with him?
No, because it's an administrative area. They could have done it in the one spot, but then Nala was there too, and her reaction would have made him more upset, I think. But they take him back, and he was okay at the time, and he was muzzled. He had his muzzle on, and they took him in the back. But when they turned around and brought him back, he had pissed and crapped all over himself.
Oh my god!
And was in the middle of doing it again when they brought him in. So he just was a mess when we finally, and we still had to take him home, and
because he was that much anxiety.
Yes,
that he just I feel bad for him.
And we had drugged him prior 2 hours before we decided to get there. So and
poor
these
dog.
Meds are supposed to track him down, keep him a little more docile and calm. And he didn't get calm and docile until 6 o'clock at night when he was loopy as hell and couldn't figure out if he wanted to go outside or not. But Nala was okay.
You know what? They probably see that at the vet all the time too.
Oh, I would think, right?
And I'm sure they're like, another dog just shat on the floor again.
But the other vet, how would they get that bad to where they who make him feel so bad about being around people?
Right.
The other vet couldn't
knowing
handle
that
it.
It's nothing but trouble.
Right.
Yeah, like,
he's got some issues. Let's take him out. Let's, calm him down before doing anything. No, they literally threw him into the thing and locked him in there and were holding him down to do stuff. Jeez. And I was just like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
I remember the last time my wife took Reese, our older Chihuahua, in, and she was just like, apparently she was okay in like the lobby waiting area. Yeah. But then like as soon as they took her to the back, like they literally had to drag her by her leash. She's like doing like the 4-paw stop on the floor. Like, I'm not going. And like she's like 12 pounds. So she just slides right on the floor. Like okay, because it's
Well, the tile.
floor.
Thank God they put tile in these places and not carpeting, or they just shred them to hell.
Exactly.
But I get that.
Well, and they got to clean up all the shit and piss.
That's also true.
That's
it's
why
probably
tile
best
floors.
that it's tile. Exactly.
Yeah, and not carpet because that's
and vents and drains everywhere, so they can just hose the whole place down.
Exactly. Into the night, just totally sterilized.
That's how I would do it.
Oh, I'm sorry for your dog. I'm sorry that's got to
you know
be
what?
like
He's got to get through it, and this was an overkill on the shots. I mean, with 4 shots, I mean, that's a lot.
That is a
lot.
lot.
One of them was
that's like me getting my flu, COVID, and my shingle
together.
shot all at one
And
time.
you were a
And I
mess.
was like,
You
oh my
shit
God,
on
I was a
yourself
mess
too, right?
I think I did in the CVS, and they're like, oh, don't worry, it happens all the time.
Okay. We got a thing for
clean it
that.
up. Don't worry.
Yes. They have little wipes
clean
for
it
you.
up. Because it's behind that red wall.
Yeah, they don't even know, right?
Like,
yeah,
don't
so you
worry,
can just
nobody
it's
saw.
okay, it's okay.
Just they can smell it, but
It's
nobody saw it.
They don't know.
So,
It smells like that all the time around here.
in my house? Are you
No, at
knocking
the
my
CVS.
house? Oh, right. I was like, wait, what? Fuck you. Come over to my house, record a podcast, and tell me my house smells like
there
shit.
There it is.
Fuck
Not
you.
at all. It's lovely.
Oh my gosh.
Smells lovely.
Well, I feel bad for Nala.
Yeah, Nala was having her own issues where she had to.
Oh, not Nala, but for Phil. Sorry, Phil.
More. But Nala had her issues. She had to be bear hugged in order to get her shots.
Oh no!
But it was in the room, and she kind of likes that kind of close cuddle kind of thing. So the doctor at least goes, just grab her, just like really hold her tight, and just kind of give her a bear hug. And she was like, and
which
she
is
just kind of went into
I read
it.
that the majority of dogs don't like that being held like that.
Well, Phil,
they don't. They'll tolerate it for like a second, but then it's like, nope, get me out of here. Nope,
Fillmore can't take you touching him at all. I'm surprised that he's even a dog at this point, because he just hates having anyone near him or in his face. Like, you come up to a dog and normally you put your hand out and they sniff your hand, and then, of course, and then you pat him on the head or around their ears and stuff. Oh, he hates that.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Doesn't
like the contact.
He didn't have any problem with me or Lise doing it or any of the kids, but I mean, any kind of
like
stranger
if I came
or
over,
anything,
it would be.
Oh, God, he'd take your arm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how Reese was here.
Gosh,
Dave's
yes.
been coming over and recording the podcast now for almost 2 months. And tonight was the first night that he comes in, and Reese just like barked a little bit. And then, he gave her a treat, and she was like, oh, okay, cool. Of course, Butters, the younger one, he's just Dave's his best friend. It's like, oh my God, that guy's here again.
Could probably smell the bacon on me.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
So, but tonight was the first night. I think it was a breakthrough with Reese, because Reese was just like, and then it was just like a little treat, and like, okay,
and even
she was
moving,
good.
because normally I'd move around and then it would be a repeat.
But no, she was like, oh, it's
starting
you.
over again.
It's like, right, okay, it's you. You've been here for 2 months every Tuesday night. I got it. Got it. So this week in the mail, I got my Walt Disney. I'm a stockholder of Disney stock.
Yeah.
So when my wife and I got married, almost 20 years ago, a friend of ours did the, where you can buy like one stock of something.
Okay.
And as our wedding present, they bought us one share of Disney stock. And it's in a nice frame. It's actually on the wall right behind you. Every year we get to do the proxy vote for the chairman and all the other people. And so this is the first year I really looked at the ballot closely. I mean, because usually I just, because I think what's been Bob Iger for years now,
then,
or he's the one, but you can vote for whoever, you want. So there's a list of people on the back, and it literally says the company's recommended nominee. Oh. And it lists probably, I don't know, let me see, 4, 8, 12 to 14 people.
Right.
And Iger's in there.
Okay.
But then they go into the second section that is nominees opposed by the company, who are throwing their hat in the ring,
but
to
they
be
don't
nominated,
want you to do that.
But Disney doesn't want them in, but we're going to tell you can vote for them, but we don't want you to. And I'm like,
that's kind of,
does that seem
tipping the scale a little bit, right?
I mean, again, we're not a political show. We don't get into politics. I'm not going to start.
Well, this is a company thing. I don't know if this is politics, but
I mean, still, it's a business. It's a corporation, a huge corporation, that like they want their stockholders to vote on who you want on the board and stuff. But like the fact that they went and there's literally 5 people on here that are like
negative,
opposed by the company.
Oh, really?
Don't vote for this woman.
That's kind of interesting.
How bad is Jessica Shield? How bad is she? Really? That they
had
the
to
company,
put her on there,
right? That she's on the do not vote for this woman list.
Wow.
I don't know, or James or Nelson or I don't know. But Iger, he's on there as recommended for the company, and a bunch of other people that I've never heard of.
Right,
so I don't. Right. I just thought that was interesting.
Are the Beagle Boys on that list?
The Beagle Boys?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
No.
No,
Pete. Pete, is it Pete on there?
No, I don't think so.
Dang it. Maleficent. Maleficent isn't on the list.
Nope. Nope. Missed it. Nope, not there either.
Dang. They missed an opportunity to cross.
So yeah. So every year I get a little thing saying your vote counts, and go online and do your vote for the board and stuff like that. And one of the other funny things is we used to, now I actually have direct deposit for this. We would get our dividend payment.
Oh,
and our dividend payment on one share of Disney stock. Any guesses on how much it is a year?
37 cents.
47 cents.
I was close.
Very close.
Yeah. Well,
47 cents.
47 cents.
And we have to report that to our taxes.
Every year when we do our taxes. You got to put that in there. It's money in, right?
Stock. Yes. It was a dividend payment from our one stock. And every year we have to put that on our taxes.
Wow.
That we got 47 cents.
Could you imagine not doing it and then getting called in audit
right.
because you missed 47 cents?
I want to go to jail. Yeah,
for 47 cents a year
for tax evasion for not claiming my 47 cents of my Disney stock dividend.
Well, it would match your 1099 div or whatever the
or
form
something.
is, right?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I think that's what it
tax
is,
season again.
And every year, we're getting into it.
Oh, I know. And every year, like we don't wait till the last minute. My wife honestly does the taxes, and thank God, because she just. I don't know. She's always done that because I always did when I was single before married. I always did my own taxes. That was one of the things my mom, taught me at a young age. As soon as I turned 18 or whatever, or however, when I started paying taxes, or my first job, she's like, "Okay, well, your tax return, you're going to have to do your own tax return." So she taught me how to do it, and I did it myself for years. And then we got married, and so my wife's been taking care of it pretty much. Well, not pretty much every year since, which has been almost 20 years.
Right.
So, and we don't wait till the last minute, but it's just that headache thing of like, oh my gosh, we got to get this done. But we always do. And, it's just one of those things.
It should be something taught, right? Like checkbook, shopping.
Checkbooks, yeah.
Those
do
kinds
kids
of
even
things
know what checkbooks are anymore?
Is there a thing like a checkbook anymore?
It's all like debit card.
It's all electronic.
It's debit card and electronic.
But they still got to balance their checking accounts, right?
You
like their money coming in, money going out.
They just look on their phone and they can see, oh, there's my thing.
But that's a lie. You pay a bill and then it's like electronic payment in 3 weeks, but then
like if it's
that money's still going to sit in your account until it goes out.
You're like, oh, hey, look,
if you
whatever.
don't track any of that, there's a bit of an issue with that.
I don't
Unless
know.
you just live in the now.
I guess. And I believe me, some people do. Like I was at work last week or a couple weeks ago, and I paid for dinner, and then I tell everybody, okay, hey, Venmo me, this much, that much, whatever.
Right.
And I made the comment. I was like, hey guys, this is like my food money for the month. We budget this, and this is my cash. I use my debit card, so I need
the
people
money
to Venmo me back. Like as soon as we order dinner, I don't mind fronting it, but I need to be paid back because this is my. And they looked at me like, you don't use credit cards? Oh. And I'm like, no. My wife and I spent years to get to the point where we can pay cash debit card out of our checking account for stuff. And so I don't know. It was just, they looked at me like I had 3 heads. Like, oh my God, you don't just put it on a credit card and then pay it off later? I'm like, no.
Yeah. Well, that would be nice, but you do have a job and you do have bills and responsibilities. So that money is still
I have a house,
something
a mortgage. We stay on a budget, which is, what do we have to
maybe
do?
that word budget is a thing
maybe
that they just don't understand either. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really
I do
know.
get that though. I understand that.
So how's your workout been going?
So yes. So we signed up for the Lord of the Rings.
Right,
thing.
Lord of the Rings challenge. We talked about that last week.
We are well on our way. I think we're.
Are you to the Shire yet?
No. Well, okay. So the Shire is like this major long thing.
147 miles or something like that?
It was 145 miles. We are not through the Shire. We are only 20% through.
Are you in the wicked woods with the rodents of unusual size?
We're not even
like
close to that.
Oh, that's Princess Bride. Sorry, Princess Bride.
Not even close to that.
Wrong movie.
But
Wrong movie.
Not even close to that part. But the walking has been interesting because going into that, I feel old because I feel like I should be a lot further along than I should be. And I'm not. And I feel like I have been doing something and being active. I mean, Sunday. Well, so that's another thing.
You need to move your butt because when you get to the Shire and you see the party that fucking goes on at that place, you are going to be like, damn.
Yeah, but I'm leaving the Shire.
Why didn't I get to the Shire sooner?
I should have been here. Yes. Okay. But a lot of it is also because I'm older, it's harder, I guess, to kind of lose weight. And maybe I'm putting too much.
Well, our metabolism slowed down.
Right. But I'm putting too much on actually losing weight. Like disappearing poundage is what I'm, I guess, putting too much into. And I should feel better about myself, not just losing weight, but I didn't think I should gain weight.
Sorry.
Oh, there we
Sorry.
go. That's what I need. Yeah, let's do it medically. But then I looked at a reading a news report, and freaking Yager is 52, and he's skating with the Czech team,
right?
And he's
doing
well.
For a couple years, yeah.
And he looks like he may come back to the NHL too.
No, he's not. They just retired his number this weekend.
I know they retired his number, but it doesn't mean. Do they still have rights to him?
Well, yeah, because I think he had signed a 1-day contract or something with that. So
for that,
so he's officially in the NHL paperwork. He retired as a Pittsburgh Penguin.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of fun. But
anyway, Yager, same age.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, God damn, I feel like I haven't accomplished a damn thing. Or the fact that
he's scored 683 goals like he did.
Damn it to hell, I've missed out. I'm only at 3. So 3 goals.
In
3
adult
whole
beer
goals.
league.
3 whole goals.
Yeah.
I
not
was
NHL
for a little bit. But
in adult beer league.
But yeah.
3 goals.
I think if you count how many I let in, I might be close to that.
That I couldn't argue that. Sorry, I can't argue that one.
I would
Sorry, Dave. Love
right?
you. Love you, but
20-some games, man. I was letting some serious numbers in. But
what's your favorite kind of cheese again? Swiss.
Funny.
Swiss.
Nice.
Sorry.
Real good.
Yep.
I'm not the Gamper.
Not the Gamper. Saved by the Gamper.
Save.
Oh, I wish I could find that soundbite.
I've got
that on a cassette tape somewhere. I still have that on a cassette tape. On a cassette tape. I have the audio.
Do you have
of that.
something you could play a cassette tape
Absolutely.
on?
In the other room, I have a dual cassette deck next to my turntable.
You have
and stuff,
a Walkman under glass.
I actually do have my Walkman still. Oh, by the way, and it still works.
Is it yellow or is it just?
No, I didn't have the yellow one. I had the black one.
I had the yellow.
The black one with the blue like pinstripes kind of on it or whatever.
Right.
And then I had one later when it was like the fancy Walkman that had like the AM/FM radio built.
It had a radio too,
like with digital tuning, so you could like press the numbers up specifically, not
you couldn't
the
just
little dial
figure it
that
out
you roll
if you
it
find
to.
it. Yeah, I had that part. I had that one. And there was just no way.
Let's go to DC 101 and listen to
Well, my workout then filtered into going to a disc golf tournament. I was actually a part of the doubles tournament that I went to with Chase. Chase and I went out, my son-in-law, and he's very good. And he definitely carried me all the way. His shoulders must hurt because he carried me a lot. There was probably 1 or 2 chances where I actually may have helped him score. We didn't finish very well. It was very windy. So it's kind of hard to throw a little piece of plastic in the wind. And be accurate.
And was this a sanctioned event?
This was not a PDGA event.
Gosh, are you guys ever going to do a sanctioned event?
Well, he does tournaments all the time. He doesn't want to play me in a sanctioned event.
Play with you in a sanctioned event?
There's no way. That would totally handcuff him.
Sorry, Dad-in-law,
I really appreciate it, but no.
Gotcha.
He was very. The good thing about it is that they're very supportive when you're not at a certain level. And so I'm not at a certain level. And when I did well, it was a surprise to them. So when I actually did throw like 1 or 2 that actually sailed or flew correctly, it was funny because it was funny to me.
You're like, hey, he did
something. Oh my God, that was so good. Yes, like, oh, you're so good. Pat. Yeah. There's a lot of that. But that being said, he is very good, and he got us to finish with a 71 out of a 66. So we were 5 over.
Not bad.
We were in the middle of the pack.
For disc golf.
We were in the middle of the pack. So think of it like regular golf and par and all that other stuff.
I understand.
Most of the holes were 3 and 4 pars, but there was one hole. We had to have been. God, I can't even think about it. We were on the side of a mountain, and we threw off the side of the mountain down into the valley. And it felt like that. Like it felt like we were 50, 60 feet up in the air.
Right. And it just
on a little platform. And then it just, the mountain was cut into this. And then the golf course, which what we played on was at Raspberry Falls in Leesburg.
Oh yeah, I know.
And so, they were great. They were great people. They really took care of us. They had food for us afterwards. They held we held our ceremony. There was, food and beverages, everything was great. And the course is amazing. But we were only out there for 9 holes. We played an 18 on 9 holes, the way that was spread out. The gentleman who did the course, I can't remember his name, but he's a big name, for disc golf course layouts.
Okay.
It was a great layout.
Bob Disc?
It might've been. Let's go with John Disc.
John Disc?
John Disc. And
John Disc?
John Disc.
John Disc?
Isn't that good? That works, right? That works, right?
John Disc.
Yes, John Disc.
Gotcha.
And so, I mean, but there was challenge. There were bunkers. There was, it had everything like regular golf would. And the best part was we were in golf carts. So we were running around like idiots on golf carts trying to not ruin anything because they had just gotten snow. And
so
the last thing we needed to do,
you guys
was
out
very
doing
wet.
donuts and golf carts.
We weren't doing donuts. And we definitely wanted to take care of, because we want to come back again next year. So but they were perfect. And they had outdoor fires going. They had the bar ladies coming around serving beer.
The barmaids.
Yeah, they were in carts, and they basically travel backwards on the golf cart trail so that they run into you more than once as you're coming around. And so there was two of them, and
So
they were coming back and forth, and they were dropping off alcohol, and it was flowing.
So you got Chase drunk, and you drove the golf cart?
I drove the golf cart, yeah.
And he still did better than you.
And he still did better. Exactly, right.
You got your son-in-law
he was doing
drunk,
really good. He's got distance, so he can definitely throw. And just the wind was just playing havoc with our putting and everything. So everything close up was tough. But
damn that wind and disc golf.
Damn wind. But I had a couple throws. So, and we got a free disc. And I used the free disc.
Because you found one in the trees? Or?
No, it actually came with the tournament. You got a free disc.
Oh, with sign up, you get a free disc.
You get a free disc.
So do you have like a favorite disc that you use? Or like, the one you got are like, oh yeah, crap, I'll throw that in as use.
Oh, you're going to hate me.
Waste of
they
disc.
have a crap load of them. So it turns out that
I've seen the backpacks, like the disc golf guys. Right? They have like 20 discs, like, and they're lined up in their little slots, so like they can pick out which one they
Chase
want.
Probably has 100 discs.
Oh my god!
That he's collected that do certain things.
100 frisbees.
Like some of them like go out and they fade left. Some of them, if you throw it the right way, it fades out and goes right.
Oh my gosh!
And distance wise, there's distance drivers.
Is that because flaws in the manufacturing, and that's the way that specific disc goes, or are they manufactured the way this one's meant to go left? Or this
that's
one's
true.
Meant to go right.
There are molds that curve the disc.
I know nothing about this. So this is
No, I'm kind of speaking out the side of my head too. I can tell you right now, the two or three that have no clue. But they do mold the discs with certain frame, like the angle of the
right, so one side has more weight, and one.
No, it's not actually side by side, but it's actually the way the edge is. It has a different slope.
Well, that makes sense, because
like if you have just a regular frisbee, it kind of is flat, right, on the sides, and you throw it, it just goes straight, right. These actually have like aerodynamics to them, to where the I guess the dome part is a little higher or lower, so it cuts through better.
Dynamics, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So the distance is based on those types of scenarios. And weight. They have different kinds of weights too in grams. Like up.
So do you
like
go
130?
Do you just go into like Dick's Sporting Good, or do you have to order them online from a disc golf specialty store?
There are a lot of those.
How does that work?
I actually walked into a Play It Again Sports, our first time ever going out. The girls were going to a wedding fitting for the wedding dresses.
Okay, gotcha.
2 or 3, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
So
this wasn't the barn women?
Those were different women.
Not the barn women.
This was Dana and
right. Gotcha. Sister-in-law.
And Lisa and Sydney. So we didn't have anything to do. And I said, well, hey, why don't we just go out and do anything? And so when we went to...
So this was Chase's first time too?
Yeah, that was Chase's first time when we did it.
So what's your problem? He's better than you, and like you guys have been playing exactly the same amount?
Screw you. Yes, he's definitely a lot better than me. He does play a lot more than me. But he's a lot younger and also has a lot more ability, I guess, and determination, because he's very good at learning.
Does he have strong forearms?
He's very good at he's very athletic, and he is very good at throwing.
Gotcha.
At the putting league, we do the putting leagues on Thursdays.
Thursday night.
Only
league.
At night. Only through the winter we do the putting leagues.
Okay.
Because any other time we do doubles at Franklin.
His and his.
Right.
Yeah. Which is literally right across the street from you almost.
It is right across the street. And no reason why I can't go out there and throw more, because it is 5-minute walk from my door, from my front door.
What's the?
I don't know what the problem is.
I know. Do you know how many times you would have to walk that, and you'd be at the Shire already?
I would already be there.
You would be at the Shire
because
in the party.
You want to hear how 13,000 steps that I did during the tournament. So I added that. It was almost 6 miles of walking.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's some good moving.
Yeah,
that's like Disney World walking.
It is. Well, when we were at Disney, it was in the 20s. So
yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, I don't know.
So disc golf,
the tournament was
fun
nice.
weekend. When's the next one coming up?
I have no clue.
Okay, great.
We are not into it yet. But we do have Thursday is the putting league again.
Putting league every Thursday through the winter.
And he finishes first or second, like almost every time.
Oh, they actually keep track of that too?
Well, not really track of it, but he
it's just your mom with the whiteboard.
Yes, he's that good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets paired up with certain people, and they know that they're going to finish like in the top.
Oh, because they've got yeah,
and then you get money if you're in the top 3. So yeah.
Oh, the $30 win.
Yeah,
off the $5 buy-in. Yeah,
it's a $5 buy-in, but there's 30 some people that buy in. Wow. So there's some money there, and then of course it's also because we're also donating to the cause.
The Save the Trees.
Save the feed hunger.
Wow, you are just a changed man lately.
What is that?
The whole like helping feed hunger.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you know what?
Save the trees.
I give $5 on Thursdays.
This is the guy that just I like years ago, I was like, oh, do you guys recycle? Nah, just throw it in the trash. Nobody gives a shit.
Hey, that's because there wasn't a recycling program. I can't help that. I can't help it if they don't want to save the world.
Nobody cares. Throw it in the trash.
No one cares.
Shh. Don't tell anyone. You are a changed man for the good, my sir. You are a changed man for the good.
I do recycle too.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. We recycle as much as we can.
So, okay, I've caught up on some Oscar movies.
Okay. I remember you had done
I had started watching Maestro.
Yes, Maestro.
And I don't think we talked about the wrap up of it, did we? I don't think we did. So anyway, I finished it.
There was a little bit, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So I always have an issue. I always do with all the movies. My issue is, if I was a movie reviewer,
well, it's a pro and a con, right?
You got this
was good, but this was bad.
Yeah, I know what Leonard Bernstein looks like,
right?
And in real life, and Bradley Cooper looked more like Barry Manilow than he did Leonard, and that was like just one of those things that bothered me through the whole thing. I'm like, he looks like Barry Manilow with the nose and the hair.
Well, okay. In that vein, could you say that the Elvis impersonator who did the Elvis movie just recently looked like Elvis?
I didn't watch that, but from the movie poster, my wife watched it. But I mean, from the movie poster, it looked like a good young version of Elvis.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Maestro.
Right, sorry.
My wife and I had the discussion about it. She had already watched it before I did. Then after I watched it, we talked, and it just seems like Bradley Cooper was trying way too hard to make an Oscar movie.
Wow.
So okay. So
but you don't think that was the script, though?
Well, I know that the family of Leonard Bernstein actually seeked out Bradley Cooper to write an adaptation or whatever and to direct it and do all that. So he was like all in, totally invested into it. And that's in it. But it just seems like it's trying too hard to be an Oscar film.
Okay.
And I don't know. I was just like, it was okay. I mean, if you're bored, it's on Netflix. Okay, whatever. But I wouldn't say take time out to go see it, and I wouldn't tell you not to see it either. So which is like Killers of the Flower Moon, where I beg you all to not watch it. And I hope nobody has watched it. I hope I have saved
There's plenty
one person.
Because
if I can just save one person 3.5 hours of their life from not watching that movie, I'm good.
They're in the awards, sir. So
I know. So then I watched, this was out of the blue because I knew that Oppenheimer was coming on Peacock.
Yes.
And so I went over to Peacock to see if any other of the movies were on, and The Holdovers was on.
Oh no!
So, which is the Paul Giamatti one.
Oh my god!
And he's the professor, and it's over the Christmas. And we've talked about it.
Yes.
And I had no desires really to see this, and I'm like, I'll give it a go. It's like a 2 hour, 45-minute, 2 hour movie. Okay, sure, I'll give it a go. And I watched it, and it's a nice little film. You know, and all this, and like, you know, the bond between the teacher and the student, and and all the whole journey of it, and it takes place in like 1970 and goes over into on New Year's Eve of 1971.
Okay.
So it has, that, obviously late 60s, early 70s look and everything.
Right.
But the film also looks not like they specifically went in with a filter and made it look old, but it looks like it has just that, I don't know, it's shot that well that it looks, accurate and correct to the 70s, unlike Killers of the Flower Moon, where like the set was perfect and everything, like they just built it and just sewn the costume and just, and it was too clean and too perfect.
Okay.
This actually had like,
they tore these
it had
outfits off of someone living in the 70s. Is that what you're saying?
And it looked like, kids in a boarding school that, these boys in a boarding school that, were, so that were, rich,
okay.
with all that.
Okay. But that's that. But what about the story?
The story wasn't bad because I thought it was going to be about this group of boys the whole break, and then that's not what it turns out. It turns out between this one teacher and the one kid that gets left, because there's like 5 or 6 of them that get left, but then one of the parents comes in and is like, oh, well, I'll take you all for a Christmas break, and the one kid who stays, they couldn't get a hold of his parents, so he had to stay. And then Paul Giamatti and him have their headbutting, and then getting respect for each other and all the stuff, and in it Paul Giamatti has like a floating eye, like I guess it's a contact lens that looks like a floating eye.
Like it's not.
And the one thing I did like about in the script, they're out and like at a bar or something somewhere. Remember, early 70s, or no, it was a bowling alley they were in, and the kid makes the comment. He goes, and the other thing, I never know which eye to look at. Which one? And he's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? And then they actually like bring it up, because it's very distracting that he has this like fake floating eye. And then like halfway through the movie, the kid calls me out like, I never know which one to look at. Which one do I look at? I was like, well, I'm glad they brought that up.
Nice.
So, so it was okay. It was, again, if you want to watch it, and it's a decent movie. I wouldn't say it's a Oscar-winning movie, but it was a good movie. It was decent, and I enjoyed it. It was all right. It was better than what I thought, because I wasn't expecting anything out of it. Right. So then I waited until the 16th, the big day. Drum roll. Oppenheimer came on Peacock. So I watched that over the last 2 nights. I actually finished it early this morning and came to bed at 4:30, and my wife was very upset with me. But I had that last like 10 minutes, and I'm like,
you had to watch your movie.
Want to finish it.
Generally, we have homework to do.
Yeah.
Podcast.
This is our job now. This is our job. So I finished Oppenheimer.
Got it.
And I'm like, and that is an Oscar-winning movie.
Really?
It is just, Chris Nolan has the track record. He makes these fantastic movies. He knows how to make a movie. It's very dramatic. It hooks you in. It pulls it in all the right spots. And it's just like this one, I'm watching it, and Cillian Murphy totally, yes. I called it in our earlier Oscar episodes blindly that I was picking him to win the Oscar.
Now you
my gosh.
You cinched it.
Cillian
just
Murphy,
watching the movie.
He crushed it in that, and I hope he wins the Oscar for it.
Right.
And out of now the 5 movies I've seen out of the 10 that are Oscar nominated, Oppenheimer is hands down the movie that should win the Oscars.
Okay.
There is no question. It's done really well. The first 45, 50 minutes of it, I think, in my opinion, which means nothing because nobody listens anyway, they could have trimmed that and tightened that up a little bit, because the movie is 3 hours long.
If there was something they could have cut down. They could have
trimmed something out of that first 45 minutes to an hour, probably easily down to 30 to 40 minutes, and just shortened up, made it like 245 in that range-ish. Whatever. There could have been, I felt, some cuts made earlier, but then once it hits the stride that they're building the bomb, it's like it keeps you going.
Editing notes, right? There's some editing notes there. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
But you get to know the characters, and because there's multiple stories going on in it, and at the same time that all wrap up at the end, which is is like great how it just all comes together like it should. But the one thing I didn't
here we
like.
go. Okay, well, yeah, not every movie is 100%.
No, it's not. It's not. But it was the music, the score.
Really?
The music and the score going through the entire movie is constantly in a building tension, wanting to build that tension in you. Oh my gosh, are they going to get, this is going to happen. Is that and the music, and it goes in every scene. And I noticed it about the hour and a half mark. I'm like, oh my gosh, the music just doesn't stop.
Wow.
It just keeps going, and like it takes you in the mood, and it's like a character in the movie. It's pulling you through and stuff.
That's kind of weird.
But when you start to notice it and then go, wait a second, it gets a bit distracting, because it's like, this is now yes, it's pulling on your emotions. A film should do that. It should, give you the laughs, the ups and the downs, and the sadness and the hysterical, it should give you that. But the fact that the music and music in past movies that I've seen that, accent what's going on the screen, that's what's just like, where it's like beautiful, or, sunsetting or whatever, that you've seen. But this, it was like another character in the movie that was pushing you along to your emotion. Yeah. And I was just like, I felt a little like, uncomfortable with that when I finally recognized it and noticed it. And then about 30, 45 minutes later, I just tuned it out and like wasn't listening to it as much,
totally
and then enjoyed, you know, all the way to the end of the movie.
Part.
And it was just like, I mean, who would have thought a movie about, you know, atomic energy and building the bomb and would be this entertaining
music
for 3 hours?
Yes, but suspenseful music through the
whole thing. Yes, the suspenseful music.
We don't know what's going to happen. He may not build the bomb.
Oh my gosh, is it going to go off? And
it may not. It may not work.
You haven't seen it, have you?
No.
I would totally. I recommend watching it. I recommend watching Oppenheimer.
I've got homework again.
I think it's a good.
I'll let you know.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And now,
now I'm going to be listening for that suspenseful music the whole time.
The whole time it's going to drive you the crap out of you from the beginning. You're going to be like,
I'll just mute it.
That's it.
I'll just mute the whole movie.
Oh,
just watch it silent.
Put subtitles up.
Oh, that'll be perfect.
Yeah,
I can then I have to make voices for everybody.
Right. You see, we're dropping the bomb. You see,
it's got the bomb.
We're going to drop the bomb. This just in. The bomb has been dropped. Truman has announced the bomb is. And there wasn't any of that in it, which was great.
Oh,
because in Killers of the Flower Moon
they did that
in Maestro, they had that. You see.
In Maestro too?
Oh, yeah, the very beginning when he's younger.
A thing in Hollywood to do. I don't know.
Yeah, they did it in the beginning of that. But then in
Is that how you represent old movies? Is you just have radio talking in
That's right, you see.
Nice.
Extra. You see?
Grayish coloring.
So I'm caught up on Oscar movies. I still have the Jodie Foster one, and I have the
Jodie Foster one.
Yeah, the swimming one, the swim in the canal. The
that's right.
Nyla or Nina.
Yes, I totally forgot about that one
because that's on Netflix. I've got that to watch, and the one with was it Dominic Coleman or no? What was the guy's name? I think he was the guy that played Strand in Fear the Walking Dead. Rustin is the movie.
Okay.
I cannot remember his name to save my life.
Right.
And I was looking to see if I had the Oscar picture things, and it's not coming.
Not something that I've ever heard. And again, movies that I have never heard about. Like there wasn't a lot of push for those two movies that I would know.
Coleman Domingo. What did I say?
Coleman? You were way off.
I think I had the Coleman part. I just had it in the wrong place.
You might have had his last name is Coleman. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll have to play that back.
Coleman, yes. Coleman Domingo in Rustin. Yeah, I'm going to watch that.
Okay.
Next. Those are my next two. And then I think I'll probably be done with mine.
Yeah, I think for watching Oscar nominated movies. Well, you're not going to hit all the cartoon ones or the best song movies and watch them all.
What I was supposed to watch, was it Neoma?
Nimona. It's the one on Netflix. Pneumonia.
So
Nimona.
Tristan, our friend Tristan, told us to watch that like last summer.
Right.
It was on Netflix. He goes, "Oh my God, guys, I just watched this. It was like really good. You guys want to have to watch it."
I wouldn't have
it's on my
Tristan
watch list.
Watching that one.
It's on my watch list, and I just still haven't watched it. It'll take me another 4 years to get to it.
It is pretty good.
Well, I mean, now it's Oscar nominated. I don't know. Maybe I should give it a go. It's not Best Picture.
Animation?
I mean, it's for it's Best Animated Picture.
Yeah.
Because you said the one. I thought the one, the Spider-Man one, was going to be the shoe-in, and you said no. It was,
I don't think it will. I think the heron, boy and the heron.
Yeah, the boy and the blue heron.
The boy and the heron. Yeah.
Just the boy and the heron.
Just the boy and the heron. Yeah.
Just the boy and the heron. Got it.
It depends. It really does depend because there were animated movies that I didn't think were going to win that did win. So, and they were just kind of off base.
What in the past couple of years is one that probably was just because it's not always like, Pixar and DreamWorks and all that stuff.
It is a lot of times when they do them. I mean, there are some that are out there, but a lot of them also get picked for their score, like their screenplay or score stuff.
Yeah.
Just because they're out there.
Gotcha. Oh, that was one thing I was going to say. So after watching Oppenheimer, yes, hands down. Before I watched Oppenheimer 2 days ago,
right
after I watched The Holdovers, I was like, oh my God, Barbie's going to win Best Picture. I was like, seriously, because these movies are just and okay. They're not really Oscar win. I'm like,
pull you in.
And I'm like, and I start thinking about, we went to Barbie back in July. And I'm like, wow, Barbie was really good. It was really good. I haven't watched it since. Maybe I should rewatch it. It's on Max. But then I watched Oppenheimer. I was like, oh, okay. There it is. Yeah. Yes. Chris Nolan. Yep. Yeah. Got it. I would love to see Chris Nolan do a rom-com. Because I think that would be, because his movies are so serious and so like, get you into the story and get you into this. Just to see him like, come on, Chris, let loose. Do a rom-com. That'd be great. I heard that Mark Ruffalo was looking to do another rom-com. That's what he used to do. He used to do rom-coms before the whole
before
Avengers thing and all that. Yeah. So maybe get Mark Ruffalo revisiting with Chris Nolan directing a rom-com.
A rom-com. You're calling it.
I'm calling it right
next
now.
year. Next year.
It has to happen sometime.
Start the story.
I will. We'll start spreading that.
By 2026,
it has to happen. We need to get that happen.
Recording.
All right. So I got some quotes.
I've got quotes, but I have a couple things that I would be remiss if I didn't bring up.
Oh, right. Okay. Hold on. Yep. Go back.
There was a couple things. The wife, she's funny, and she intentionally doesn't try to be funny sometimes. And the first one was I was on my way here, and I had told her, asked her how her day was, and she has to go to work twice a week. So she was at work today.
Twice a week.
Twice a week. It's tough.
What a slave
when you have to do that
has.
driving. You got to go into work twice a week. No, she has to actually go in. She works every day, but for those 2 days, she has to actually drive into Leesburg.
To the Barn Women.
No, this is into...
Oh, the Barn Women's something different?
That's totally different. This is totally different.
She still does the horse thing, right?
Yes, but that's not what work is. This is USEA.
Oh.
She works for the U.S. Eventing Association.
So different horse people that are, i.e. the Barn Women went to the Barbie movie with you guys.
Right.
Okay,
and they actually are at the barn.
Okay,
but there's an overlap.
All right.
There is a bit of an overlap.
Wife goes into work twice a week. Go.
Right.
Okay,
so she's going into work. She had a bit of a rough day. And I asked her how her day was. And she goes, nothing a drink wouldn't fix. Right. So she mentioned that. Yeah. Yeah. So then here we go. It's been an hour and a half later, and I'm rushing around like a freak because, of course, I never remember that I have to get out here for the podcast. So I'm always running behind schedule, and I'm tearing out the door. And she looks at me, and I go, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to run out. And she just holds her hand up and pretends like she's holding a tumbler and just shakes it at me. Imaginary tumbler.
I need another one first.
I need a drink. I hadn't got her one yet. So she hadn't gotten her drink. Yet. So of course I wasn't doing my husbandly duties and hitting the bar. But of course I was like, what the hell was that about? So I spit in her drink. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Well, she didn't teabag.
I didn't spit in her drink. I made her a nice drink, and I apologized, of course, because that's my husbandly duty. So, okay, but then of course,
this is tchotchkes?
Yes. What the hell? So then, she had bought us the second one. She had bought us pedometers so we could track our steps better. And our phone works okay. And the pedometer we thought would be a lot better.
Are they special Lord of the Rings pedometers?
No,
that say,
they're just generic, pedometers. And I had put it on my jacket.
Be careful
my
there.
Fleece.
Be careful. Okay.
I put it on my fleece, right on the zipper so that it was hanging down, right? It was just hanging there on my zipper. And, she looks over to it and she goes, is there something wrong with your pedometer? And I go, no, what are you talking about? And I look at it and I go, no, what do you mean? She goes, it says LE2. And I'm like, LE2. And I look at it and it's 237. She was looking at it upside down. And so, and because it's a digital read, she goes, LE2, it's like
What's
an error
LE2?
code. What's the error code for LE2?
Is the battery dying?
So that was.
Did you not pull the tab on
unintentionally
the back of the wide
funny.
receiver's pants?
Yes.
Did you not?
Unintentionally.
That is funny.
So yeah. And so I had to make fun of her on the
That's
phone.
a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was
so there
funny,
we go.
Lise.
So there we
That was a
go.
good one.
Yeah. Definitely a humorous event that happened. A couple of them.
So
we do have more. It's just I don't track
just
all
that,
of them.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
we'd be here forever.
It's one of these.
It'd be a longer show.
You just got to bank the best one, because it's just like, and then
exactly.
you're like, oh, got to remember
and
that.
most
for Tuesday.
embarrassing.
Got to remember that
if
for
heard
Tuesday.
by other people. Yeah.
Okay, so
I've got. So
we're gonna do
We're gonna do 1 and 1, or how do you want to do this?
Oh, let's go back and forth 1 to 1.
Okay, cool. We can do that.
And so Nancy, get the whitebboard ready.
Yeah, here we go.
Score.
We're gonna keep score here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the first one for you.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
am I allowed to give you the category just to get so you get in the right lane, or
no? I think
or you really just want to go cold in.
I think it would be better if we did it, and then it'd be more impressive if we didn't need any help.
Okay, because then we can use that for a clue after if you're like,
exactly.
no, I don't got it. Okay,
I ain't got it.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Right,
okay.
right.
Okay, so here's the first one. Right,
number 1.
Here's your first quote. Was vaccinated with a phonograph needle one summer break.
Okay, I'm thinking. I know this is dead air, but I was thinking about it. I got to sing it. It is a song. It's a song.
It's a song. Correct. It's a song.
I'm still going. Okay.
I know.
Bon Jovi. It's Bon Jovi.
Oh,
is it Bon Jovi?
No, it's not.
Frick.
No.
Okay, well, go ahead. Give me a clue now. I screwed that part up.
Oh my gosh. You are his biggest fan. How do you not know this?
So it is David Lee Roth. Then.
It is David Lee Roth.
And it's
come on. You can do this.
Can
do this. It's
I know, and this was supposed to be your softball, wasn't it?
This was the softball.
Damn it to hell!
You're like biggest fan.
Man, these next ones are going to be hard. Then
I don't know. You might, scare me, but think the third solo record, 1991. So what was his first record? It was the EP.
It was the Crazy from the Heat.
Right, and the second one was
Yankee Rose, or
no, the name of the record. It was Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
Oh my god!
No,
okay, maybe you were not his biggest fan. No.
Eat 'em and Smile was 2.
Oh, you're right. Eat 'em. Yeah.
Yeah, Skyscraper was 3.
Okay, anyway, Skyscraper. All right, whatever. I think it was from his last record.
I'm singing the song, but I cannot get to the chorus because I know it's dead air and I'm not getting it. So is there another one? You got another?
I wouldn't even
I came up with clues. You didn't come up with clues?
Oh, here you go. There's hot girls in the video.
No shit.
Every David Lee Roth video.
Wait a minute. That one. Okay, wait.
I think there was a girl working out in like the little workout leotard, like the Let's Get Physical thing.
God damn it. No. See, I've got the song. Yeah, go ahead.
A Little Ain't Enough.
Oh shit!
You knew that too.
I did know that one. I couldn't get to the chorus though.
I couldn't get to it. That line was great. It was like
that's a good one.
With the phonograph.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, now see here. I'm going to give you mine, and you're just going to pop it off.
Okay, give me the.
This is insane. Okay, so you're number one. Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
There's a shortage of perfect breasts in this world. It would be a pity to damage yours.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you would. I swear, I thought you would have gotten it.
Singles?
Oh, no. First clue. 1987 movie of a fairy tale adventure.
Well, I had that part, that it was a movie. I knew there was a movie. 87?
Yes. And I was surprised that it was 87. I did not think.
Princess Bride?
It was Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Do you remember when?
Oh, my. Vaguely I can see part of it in my head, but I can't recall.
He's lying on the bed and he's out of commission.
Yes.
Because he's been fighting the whole time and she comes in and wants to stab herself.
And that's funny that I made the road.
You did. That's how I was like, damn it, he's going to know it then. I know. I was like, damn it. He's already gave himself his own freaking clue. Damn it.
All right. So I got that one. So
you did get that one. I'll give you that one. Yes. Okay.
This one, I don't know. Almost positive you do know it.
Okay.
So pay no attention to Whiplow. We trained him wrong as a joke. Pay no attention to Wimplow. We trained him wrong as a joke.
Ugh.
And I've never seen this movie, and every time you had mentioned, oh my God, you haven't watched that? And I'm like, I tried to watch it. It just wasn't. You and Lisa have your thing with this movie.
Really?
Yeah. That's your second clue. You and Lisa constantly were quoting it. You told me that one. You're like, oh my God, Lisa and I quote each other that all the time. Maybe not that line.
Okay, because I don't remember that line because that would be something I would.
And it's not an 80s movie. It was like a maybe 2000s movie. It was one of those that like played a million times, like on HBO or whatever channel you have or something.
Okay.
And you watched it over and over.
Who stars in it?
Oh God, I don't know the guy's name.
Oh my God,
I didn't go that far because I never watched it.
That would have helped a little.
Oh my God. Okay, do you want the last?
Go ahead. Last clue.
Kung Fu. It's not Enter the Dragon.
Is it the Kung Pao?
Yes, Enter the Fist.
Enter the
Kung
Fist.
Pao, Enter the Fist. So I will barely give you that one, but I will give it to you.
I see you bested my cow.
I had to lead that horse to the water.
That was a lot. Oh my God, I know. God. I haven't seen that one in ages. That's probably why.
But you said
I don't
you and
remember
Lisa
that part.
used to. I don't remember that. I've never seen
gosh,
it.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
but that's the only quote I could find online. I was like, I found the quote online. And I was like,
yeah. So there's a lot to that. Yes. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready for my second one.
Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, this one is okay. This may be okay.
This is the one's going to get me. You're saying?
No, I don't think so. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. You see this? This is my boomstick.
Oh my gosh, I do know this.
I know you did.
Oh, I do know this. And then one person's yelling at their speaker, I know it too.
I already know
Pern,
it, bitch head.
Idiot, just say it.
Well, you imagine what they were doing when they
Well, it's funny because my wife did listen back to that one. She goes, "Oh yeah," she goes, "I was yelling at the radio."
They got to be screaming
you
at
gotta
me.
Get this.
I was like, so much dead air.
The Alamo.
Jesus.
It's the Alamo. Okay, give me another clue.
1992 conclusion to a horror trilogy.
Of a horror trilogy.
Trilogy. That's
a trilogy.
Thrilling.
A trilogy.
I said trilogy, and I mean it.
Oh, was this like an Army of Darkness thing?
Yes, it was Army of Darkness.
So Bruce Campbell, but it was Army of Darkness.
It's Army of Darkness. That's the one.
Oh my gosh, I can't
Evil
believe I pulled that out.
Evil Dead 3 is the trilogy.
Yes.
Evil Dead 3.
Okay, yes.
The tagline's Army of Darkness.
I actually have an autographed copy of Bruce Campbell's autobiography.
Oh, wow.
So my friend Greg, who I've been friends with since we were like 5 and 6 years old,
right?
He actually went to a signing and he got me a copy of the book and had Bruce Campbell sign it. And I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Wow. There you go.
I do have a copy of his autograph fine.
It's good to be the king.
So, all right, so I've got 2 and you've got 1.
I barely have 1. Yeah, you kind of led me to that.
Oh, let's go with this one. I kill me.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot.
That's the quote. Do you want me to just give you the first hint?
Oh, you might as well.
80s TV show.
An 80s TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I kill me.
It was one of his quotes.
And it's a one that
I said it was a he. There was another clue.
Yeah, there it is. That was 2 clues already. I'm already down 1. 80s.
80s TV.
I know you're trying.
What do kids love most besides pizza?
It's aliens. It was Alf.
Yes, it was Alf. Again, we'll have to lead you to the water on these.
Yes. I'm sorry. Either it's in my head or it's out. I mean, either it's in my head or I just have absolutely no clue.
No, okay.
No, because you're getting a lot better than in that one because you had Army of Darkness. So
I did, and I don't know how I pulled that out.
That was
it was the boom stick.
But it's got to be that.
I could see it in my head.
But it's got to be that,
and
right?
I was just taking forever to get Bruce Campbell and okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is my third one.
Okay. Beat so big, I'm stepping on leprechauns.
Beat so big, I'm stepping on leprechauns. Jump around? No.
Okay, no.
No, not jump around.
Song from 2009 album was on the top Billboard for 12 weeks.
And the quote again is what?
Beat so big, I'm stepping on leprechauns.
2009.
2009.
Oh my gosh, it's right there on.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, right. Come on, it's right there. Oh, I gotta get this. Wait, was that my second clue?
That was your first clue.
Oh, okay. Give me the second one then.
Second clue is off the band's 5th studio album, the END, standing for Energy Never Dies.
Oh, Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas. Oh my God, what is the name of the song? I don't know. Is it My Humps?
No. That was it. But you got another clue.
I still have another clue. Okay, yes, last clue. Let's get this going. Yeah,
okay, so here's your clue. When asked about the lyric, it was described as, it's not about actual leprechauns. I'm rapping about convicts, criminals who are leopards. Leopard cons. So it's not offensive at all.
But that's a great,
right?
That's a great.
I'm telling you.
I can totally hear Will.
Just was like,
saying that.
I am not about to be drug into something.
Does it Get This Party Started or no, not that one? Or now I'm just going through songs in my head that are. Okay, don't do too much because we have to pay royalties then. I don't know. What was it? I lost it.
Boom boom pow.
Boom boom pow. Okay. That should have just been like
you had it though.
I had Black Eyed Peas.
You had Black Eyed Peas. Exactly.
Okay, do you want a bonus one?
Do you have a bonus one?
Yeah, I have actually 2 bonus ones.
Okay, well, I'll go with that.
You want to go? Okay.
I'm doing great.
Okay. Right. Okay. Last one.
Last one. Then.
Ooh, I got 2 to pick from, but I'm going to do one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going with this one. She'll shake her hips and make a blind man blush.
That's Kicks.
Yes. Yes, you got the band. It's Kicks. Baltimore's Pride and Joy. Kicks.
Bad Boys.
No. Nope. Nope.
Okay.
You want a second clue?
No, I know it's Kicks. I already have the song in my head.
All right.
I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Go ahead. You can give me a clue.
It's from the Blow My Fuse album.
Right. I knew that.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if I was making it specific which album it was from.
Ring Around Rosie.
You got it.
I had to get to it. I had to still get to it. It was all the way down there. Yes. There it is.
All right. So Dave gets a bonus question.
Woo.
Right.
Totally unfair, but okay.
Unfair.
Don't score that one in your scorecards.
Oh, come on, Nancy. Nancy, you can put that one up. You can put that one up. It's fine. We're not that serious about it.
That's how it was.
So this week, we launched our podcast finally. We recorded the first 5 episodes. We put the first 4 up online.
Yeah.
It was almost like a complete, are we doing this today? And Dave goes, "Are you ready for the trolls and the haters?"
It's going to happen.
Fuck them.
Here it comes.
Fuck them. if they don't like it, don't listen. If you got something to say, go record your own podcast.
Honestly, if you can get through the first one, then yeah, we're good to go. More power to you.
And so we've launched, and it's been 72 hours, and we've had 80 downloads and listens, which I'm floored at because
I can't believe we had someone in San Francisco. Actually,
we had some we've been all up and down the East Coast.
Really?
San Francisco's far west. We've had up to Connecticut.
I only know 3 people, and you're one of them.
All the way down to Florida. I've just been completely flattered by the people that came on and listened, because we went on Facebook. We now have a Facebook page, which is just Pern and Dave, spelled out A-N-D, Pern and Dave, or on Facebook. We're also on Instagram now.
Yeah.
And we've been uploaded to all of the major podcast sources. So
Spotify.
We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Amazon Music.
Yeah,
I found out tonight at dinner, I can say to my Echo device, I can say, "Alexa, play podcast Pern and Dave, let's talk." And the first episode started, and I was like, "That is all." One of my sons was just like, "Oh my God, that was so cool! That was so cool!"
There's Dad. I can hear Dad.
I can hear him. And he's sitting right next to me.
And who's that crazy ass he's talking to?
Yeah, who's the other guy? Who's the bald guy?
Yeah.
Which, Miles is still afraid to come downstairs. And
obviously,
say,
yes.
Oh, he asked me to not talk about him.
Hey, also someone I've never actually met.
Pern, my wife.
Yes, your wife.
You've never met my wife?
I have
you
seen her walking by.
You married us.
Yes, marriage. I was going to use that one, but yes, that was another one. That would have been a clue.
That would have been
your clue.
So,
no, I've seen London, of course.
Right,
we went to the Caps game, but he's come over with and got the chipper when you borrowed the chipper.
And all that when he was.
So we've and interacted. And
but you haven't seen Jilly?
I saw Jilly when we went to the game.
Oh, right. She went to the game with us.
Yeah. And
Miles is,
she thinks I'm insane, but yeah.
Well, she couldn't unleash her fury that night.
That's true. It's the fury in the cup.
And she forgot it. And
forgot her darn cup.
Forgot her
free freaking cup. It's commemorative.
So,
the whole night. That's all I would have mentioned.
So, cool. So anyway, so we are on all those platforms, and
thank you very much for listening.
Absolutely.
And your support would be fantastic. Share it to everyone you know, anyone who would want to listen. And we do have support links on the site.
Right. Just go to the description of each episode, and you'll see a little show support button.
Right. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, it would be great. So see us on Instagram.
Listen.
And we also started a YouTube channel.
Yes, we have our YouTube.
God, my voice is going, so I can't.
Here we go. This is it.
Okay.
We got to hurry.
Okay.
Wind it up.
I'll see you next week.
He's losing him.
Okay.
Next week.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern and Dave and
Ollivanders,
making magic come to life. And the good people at
Tchotchke's Restaurant,
serving up food,
fun,
and flair. Till next time.